Hi everyone.
Let's get we're talking.
Good evening. Thank you to everyone who came here today. I hope you're enjoying this very special day so far. My speech will be like a mini skirt. It's long enough to cover up the essentials, yet short enough to hold your attention. My name is Patrick, and it's a great pleasure to be Sean's best man. I'd like to thank both Mr. and Mrs. Wang and Mr. and Mrs. Wen for raising two of the finest people I've ever met.
Closer to. Louder.
I still remember the first time I met Sean. We were at a Japanese event at school, and he had his hair all styled up, and he had a designer jacket on and fashion jeans. I took one look at him and thought to myself, man, I wish I could be as cool as this guy. He was funny, dedicated, ambitious, smart, and very handsome. Little did I know we would become best friends. We did a lot of things together. We played Call of Duty for hours and hours. We went camping and snowboarding. We even studied overnight at the school library when we had finals. We did so much together that I'm sure people thought that we were a couple. I remember talking to Sean about how our ideal friends would be. Mine would be kind, Asian, and would cook for me because the only thing I knew how to make was instant noodles. Sean said he liked his girls pale, skinny, like slightly malnourished and mediocre. That if he threw a rock into the crowd, his perfect choice would just be some average girl. Obviously, Luann is not pale and malnourished. She's definitely not some average girl. She is loving, funny, kind, and a beautiful woman. When Sean met Luann for the first time, I knew they were meant for each other. Their eyes made a connection that cannot be described by any other way than magical. There is no other place in the world where you could find a love like they shared. Not in any forest, on any island, on top of any mountain, across any plains, or even in a swamp. Their love is mythically rare. Of course, love is not easy. There were good times, like when Sean would take Luann off to vacations in South Padre, where they would go on dates without me. And there are hard times. I remember how Sean told me he had to go off to Cornell in New York for his bachelor's degree, and Luann had to stay in Houston. It was a difficult time, but they made it work, and they overcame it. Sean told me how they would have movie nights where they would both rent the same DVD and play it at the same time, and watch it over the phone together. It was very cute, and I'm definitely going to copy them if I have a long-distance girlfriend for a while. Anyways, this toast goes out to two of the most amazing people I've ever met. Sean, you're so lucky to find such a wonderful wife who not only completes you, but brings out the best in you as well. Luann, you're lucky too, to find a husband who you can be nerdy together with and confide in. Love is mysterious and hard to understand. No books can describe it, but Sean and Luann, they understand. They have a PhD in love. I'd like to end my toast with this quote. Marriage is not about finding a person who you can live with. It's about finding the person who you can't live without. Sean has found that person. Let us toast to this wonderful couple, husband and wife. Kekko omedetou gozaimasu.